Hi guys, this is Max, aka Max. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So these cards, right, will absolutely fly in price as well as fluctuate a lot. I'm gonna talk about the really big SBC, right, that was actually dropped yesterday. Of course, we're gonna talk about what to do with our investments, right, because we are heavily invested, myself included. And of course, right, some of the market stuff. Now, yesterday, right, we have actually gotten this Iago Aspas SBC, 3-star, 4-star. High work rates, not really ideal for a striker. I think it's a pretty decent card if you take a look overall, right? Fantastic pace and acceleration. Now, the finesse shot as his playstyle plus, right, is perhaps the most OP playstyle, right? I think overall, so it's fantastic, right, that he actually has this playstyle plus. The requirements: 83 for team of the week, right? 84 as well as an 85 rated squad. So this comes up to about 85k to complete itself. So I think it's a fantastic value SBC, right? Considering that La Liga, right, is possibly one of the more OP links that people are going for right now, right? People like myself. So I think it's a pretty decent SBC, right, to actually go ahead and complete. I think it's kind of, worth it. Now, as is the tradition with EA, right, it seems that they love to drop these kind of cups, right, in the second week of the promo itself, the Trailblazers Cup. So if you take a look, right, if you're somebody who is behind in XP, right, getting 3k from this is actually a pretty good bargain, I would say. But for people like myself, right, who has actually already complete the up to level 40 for the season progress, right, it might not be so worth it to complete. If you take a look at the rest of the rewards, right, it's actually just some fodder packs, and the fodder packs, right, I would say is actually not that great. I think, right, you're actually better off served, right, by actually going ahead to go and grind your rivals or your qualies, right? That's my personal opinion. Now, we have also gotten the mini release yesterday as well, right? We have a couple of fodder cards. The more prominent, the more significant ones, I would say, is actually Riad Mahrez. So he's actually going for about 46k or so right now, right? So let's take a look at the card itself. 5-star, 4-star, medium, not ideal for a winger. Fantastic acceleration, 87. Sprint speed is slightly low. Overall, right, I would say he's actually a very good card, right? If you're somebody who loves to do like R1 dribbling, right, or left stick dribbling, right, this is the guy for you. He has the ping pass as his playstyle plus. So what we want to know, right, is this a downgrade or is this an upgrade from his base gold version, right? Because we have seen a couple of cards that have a downgrade for their Trailblazers, right? The likes of a Griezmann, Kunde, all those players. So I thought that his base gold version had finesse shot as his playstyle plus. Apparently not. It's actually ping pass. So I would say his base gold version, right, has first touch as his playstyle plus. So apparently, right, it's not that big of a upgrade or downgrade. I don't think there's too much of a difference there. He does prove to be a very good investment, right? If we ever get like a Firmino, Max, Cassie, or Mendy SBC, because they all play for the same club, right? El Ahil, right? So that is something that you can actually watch out for. Now, this absolutely huge SBC, right, that was dropped yesterday, right, definitely make your fodder, right, go up in price. Of course, I'm talking about everybody's, right, favorite DGEM pack, your 87 icon pack. So, I did mention in my previous video that I guess that it's probably going to be an 87 rated squad or 86 and an 84 rated squad, right? We are one rating off, is an 86 and an 85 rated squad. I mentioned that it's probably going to cost about 150k to complete. It was 120k on release, and based on the current fodder prices, because it has already risen, is 150k. The question is this SBC, right, actually worth your fodder? Let's take a look at some of the cards that we can actually pack. So your top two cards is actually Michael Essien and Fernando Torres. Now, I don't think that these two cards, right, will last in your team, right, beyond 1 month. Maximum, I give them 1 month. We have so many player SBCs, right? They are coming out, right, every single week. On average, I think we get about 2 to 3. I would say at least one of it, right, is actually pretty decent, right? For just the past few days, we just got Aspas. That is quite similar to Torres. Of course, Torres is a little bit better. For Essien, right, think Palacios objective that we have actually gotten that I think is actually pretty decent. Of course, not the same standard as Essien, but way cheaper, way easier to obtain. The only really icons, right, the big icons that I think is worth it for you to pack, right, is actually Zambrotta. I think he can actually stay in your team, right, till possibly, another 2 to 3 months minimally because of his weak foot as well as his high pace. If you're a really good player, somebody like Zola can stay in your team for about 2 to 3 months, right? That's about it, right? The likes of your Balak, Vidic, Barnes, right? They're going to be outdated, right, in a matter of weeks. PT is, half decent. So overall, I would say you're better served, right, putting your fodder, right, into other players that we have. I would rather, right, put my 150k of fodder, right, into completing Rodrigo or Julian Alvarez, which I think that both these cards, right, will most definitely, right, make your first 11. That is my opinion. Now, as I mentioned, right, people are, huge fans of Icon SBCs. Given that it's the first Icon SBC, right, this made your fodder, right, go up so much. I did mention in my stream as well as my Discord, I told my Discord to pick up 87 specifically at 16.5k max. So we sold them off at about 20.5, right, to about 21k. We make about 4k profit, right, per card. 4k profit. So GG's, right, if you're in the Discord, you bought, right, I told you guys can actually go all in. This is another member in the Discord selling 87 Odegaard for 20.5k. Some of them was asking me, Max, I have 700k, should I go all in on 87s? And I say, absolutely, just go all in, because I'm very sure that if we get the Icon SBC, right, your 87s are absolutely gonna fly. Imagine making 4k per card. It's huge, right? It's huge, especially when I believe that this fodder, right, it's only like a 1-day haul, 2-day haul maximum if you actually bought on a Saturday. Yet another member in the Discord making easy coins from your 87s. So, if you guys want all these calls, right, I actually give them out to the free segment of the Discord. When there's actually no video like on Sunday, right, I'll actually tell the people in my Discord, right, what to buy and how much. So join up the Discord while it's still currently free. Remember to do a short introduction and you get verified, right, before you can view the rest of the channels, right. Be a little bit patient. Because some of you, I see, right, when y'all join, right, y'all immediately leave, right. Take a bit of time to verify, right, because sometimes we have trolls dropping in. Now, it's not so easy, right? Sometimes you guys might think that, buying fodder is easy, right? We just buy and hope. It's not so easy. Like I mentioned, right? Some of your higher rated fodder, right, dropped because they were not required. Take a look at your 89s. They went from about 40k, right, down to about 37k. And because people were actually picking up fodder to complete SBCs, right, like your Blanc, right, your higher rated SBCs, right, he bounced back up. So if you were impatient, you would have lost like about 3,000 to 4,000 coins, right, per card on your, your higher rated fodder investment, right. Your 90 rated also dropped as well, 55k down to about 50k, right. You lost about 5,000 coins, right, per card. So, even investing in fodder, right, it takes a certain amount of know-how. So don't invest in the wrong fodder. As with, this kind of SBCs, right, gamble SBCs, right, that cost about 150k or so, right. I want to talk about, the gold cards dropping. So usually what happens is the cards that are in and around that price, right. So this SBC is about 150k, right. It will definitely drop the cards around that price, right. So Varane right now, he's actually at about 85k. Yesterday, at content drop, right, I was actually live on Twitch and I saw Varane, right, drop as low as 73k. So if you're somebody who knows how to do fluctuation trading, or simply, right, you're watching my stream, right, I told the people on my stream, right, go and pick up Varane, 75, 76k. He's most definitely going to rebound up because people are selling Varane to go and complete the Icon SBC, right? Selling Varane and then going on to get the fodder for the Icon SBC. So that's why, your market dropped a little bit. Not just your Varane, right? The likes of your other meta gold cards in and around that 100k price range, right? I believe that yesterday, right, I actually also saw Messi, right, go as low as 80k or so. Like I was saying, right, the likes of your Messi, right, he actually dropped as low as about 80k or so. And right now, right, he has rebounded back up to about 100k. So, like I mentioned, right, the market always drops whenever there's like a gamble kind of SBC. So don't really need to panic there. So if you know how to do trading, or if you're actually live on the stream, you have made yourself, right, some good coins there. And of course, right, it did also affect your icons itself, those that were actually packable. However, right, they actually didn't really move that much. If we take a look at somebody like Zambrotta, right, he didn't really move that much, maybe about 5 to 10k coins. Also because the fact that, people know that these cards, right now, they are definitely harder to pack. Zambrotta, Zola, Essien, Torres. So there wasn't really that much movement. And of course, right, for the rest of your icons, right, because of the fact that it's only 87 rated, right, there were actually a very, very small pool of players, right, that were actually affected. Let's talk about the market, right? Why I think, right, the market is actually going to go up, right, on Monday and Tuesday itself. Let's take a look at some past data. If we take a look at RTTK team, right, and we use somebody like Jonathan Klaus as an example, right? So he was released on the 6th of October, right? On a Saturday, he was 18.7k, 22k on a Sunday, 23k, 23.5 on a Monday, before going right up to about 25.5k right on a Tuesday. So you can see a steady rise there from Saturday to Tuesday. But there was no drop for Klaus. If we take a look at somebody like Modric, he went from about 232 on a Friday, 272 on a Saturday, 295 on a Sunday, 317 on a Monday, before peaking at about 318k right on a Tuesday. So that is an example, right, of the market rising. That is the reason why I am very confident, right, that the market is going to go up, right, over the next 2 days. So you might ask me, right, Max, since the market is going to go up, right, what are the cards that we can pick up? I would say, right, go for the RTTK cards because, right, we have a lot of hype and the games, right, are actually restarting, right, this week. So I like somebody like Dembele. If you can get him at about 860k, he's actually fantastic, right? Especially at content drop later, I think he will actually drop a little bit. And if you actually take a look at somebody like Dodo, right, I also like him as well. If we take a look, he went from about 91.5 and he's peaking, right, at about 97k. He's also the reason why I really like your Trailblazers Di Lorenzo, right, as an investment because the right backs in the Italian league, right, just simply have a lot of demand. One thing that you guys have to be careful of and you guys have to take note is the fact that if you take a look at somebody like Modric, currently he's 376k, right? His price of 376k, right, is with the expectation, right, that Real Madrid will win their next game against Braga and people expect Modric to get upgraded. So if Braga score first, right, expect this card, right, to drop big time. So I just want to warn you guys to actually be very, very careful, right, with cards like that. What I will always do, right, especially with your favorites, right, is I will definitely, right, sell these cards into the hype, meaning to say that the card will reach a peak, right, before his game starts, right? Especially with your favorites, just sell the card, right, before the game starts. Because when the game actually starts, right, let's assume right now, right, later there will be the Madrid and Braga game, right, the Champions League game. Right now he's 360k, right, before game time. I would just sell him now, man. Even if Real Madrid were to score, right, I wouldn't be surprised, right, if Madrid scores the first goal, right, he's gonna go down by 30k because people were fully expecting, right, Real Madrid to win. That's the reason why I think that you're probably better off, right, by buying cards that are possibly, right, non-favorites because they have more room to grow. Whatever cards price, right, that they are at right now, right, are actually factoring the fact that people are expecting, right, that particular club to lose, right. That is something that you should look out for. And if you take a look at some of your other cards, right, your Trailblazers, right, they also went up on Monday and Tuesday. If you take a look at somebody like Kunde, right, from Team 1, if you guys see, right, he was about 510k. See, this is the kind of drop that I was talking about, right? Similar to your Trailblazers Team 2. 510 went down to 456, went to 469 on a Monday before peaking at about 473k, right, on a Tuesday. That is the reason why, right, I'm actually really confident, right, for your Trailblazers Team 1 cards. I expect them to have that kind of rise. That's why I'm also holding on to my investment. So some of the cards that you can still kind of flip, right, from now, it's actually your Riad Mahrez. If you can get me at about 42k at content drop, when people, start to panic list the cards, right, that's something that I'll be looking at. Cancelo and Marquinhos, right, are the other two that I will be looking at. Make sure to check your graphs, right? So we do also have a SBC, your League On Player of the Month Balka, that is scheduled to come, I assume, right, within the next few days. I would reckon, right, he's probably like a 81 rated squad. If he's a 83 overall rated card, it could just be a 80 rated squad. So this would really make a difference, right, for people like us who have Dante as an investment. I expect him to go up maybe 2 to 3,000 coins. I think it's gonna be really good rise for him. If we get him this week, I hope we get it so that it will actually help our Dante, right, Trailblazers, right, to go up that much. Now, what is the content, right, that we should expect to see, right, later on today? I expect to see, you know, same, your 80 plus upgrade pack. So what you want to do is go and pick up your gold commons, right, easily at 300 coins, and sell possibly within the next 2 days. That is one that you can actually look forward to, your low budget guys. Could we possibly see the first player pick of FC24 for a upgrade pack? Maybe. Of course, if that comes, try to pick up your gold rares, right, at about 600 coins. But quite frankly, right, if I were to guess, right, I'm guessing, right, we're still going to be getting your normal upgrade packs, and that will actually require gold commons, right, instead of your gold rares. That's something that you can look forward to. And another SBC, right, that I actually want to talk about, right, is actually your Javi Simmons. Right, let's take a look at him. He's 4-star, 3-star, high work rate. Reactions and composure a little bit low. Otherwise, you know, this looks like a pretty, you know, decent card. Just a very pacey winger. He has the technical plus as his playstyle plus. Now, the requirements, right, is the one that I find a little bit mind-boggling. 85 and an 86 rated squad comes up to about 150k. Now, this card on the market, maximum, I would say, he would be 50k maximum, right? He could possibly be even like 30k. So it's like 120k too expensive. I would say, right, there are way more better options, right, to complete. So save your fodder, go and complete the rest of your SBCs like Rodrigo and Alvarez. Now, we did also have a 215k store pack that I can't show you, right? That was actually released at Content Drop yesterday because I'm actually unassigned. So you guys know me, store packs are never my thing. Now, if you guys have Amazon, right, go and link your EA Sports account to your Amazon account and you'll be able to get the first free pack, right, on FC24. EA actually gives this pack out, right, every single month. So just go and do that. And if you actually want to get into the VIP segment, right, of my trading Discord, right, you can sub to me for free, right, if you have Amazon Prime. All the links, all the how-tos, right, will be down in the description below. Let's talk about fodder, right, and where I actually see, right, fodder going to, and, you know, what you should be actually doing with your fodder. So as you guys can see, right, your 84s, right, they are actually up at about 1.5k right now. Your 85s are also up at about 6k. I believe previously they were at about 5k or so. Your 86s are also up as well. So for your lower rated fodder, right, what I'll be doing, especially with your 84s, right, is I will be lazy listing them, right, if you guys haven't sold, right, at about 1.7, 1.8k. Get rid of them. What do I see content to be, right, for this upcoming week? I don't think that we will get anything major, to be honest. At most, right, we might get like a 83 plus player pick or 84 plus player pick that will actually be really cheap, I would assume. Possibly maybe about 20k or so. So I will be looking to move on all these cards because there is also a chance, right, that we actually, right, get your Champions League marquee matchups, even though I think that that is super, super unlikely. The thing is, you know, if there are no SBCs, right, to drive up the prices of these cards, right, I would think that, right, they will most definitely, right, drop down in price. Right, as you guys can see, right, your 86s, right, they went from about 5.2, right, went up to about their current price, right, of about 6k. And if you take a look at your 86s, right, they are also up as well. They went from about 11k, right, up to about 13k, right? So I will be looking definitely, right, to move on all these cards, and I'll let you guys know, right, when the time is right, for you guys, right, to go back in, right, to pick up all this fodder. Right now, right, you should be selling your fodder. If you want to make some coins, right now, right, I would suggest, right, you can actually also, right, go and get on bids for your 87s, right, at about, you can try to aim for about 17.5k or 17k. List them up at about 19k, 19.250 or 19.5. You will be able, right, to come nice and easy coins there because there is still demand for your SBCs. We will definitely invest, right, when they come back down. I expect them to come back down, right, especially with rival rewards on Thursday itself, even though that is a little bit far, as well as marquee matchups. So that's for your fodder. So let's move on, right, and talk about what I have been doing with my coins and what I will be doing. So as you guys know, right, I am invested in a couple of Dantes as well as a couple of Mitomas right now. I did so one of my Mitomas yesterday on Sunday, right, to actually go and pick up your 87s, which is a huge W, right, because we made like 4K per card. So if you guys have Di Lorenzo or Ruben Diaz, Mitomas like myself, right, or Dante Trailblazers, right, I will be holding on to them, and I hope that you guys would be holding on to them because I think that they will most definitely rise based on the past, 2 weeks trends that I've shown you guys. The market typically goes up a lot, right, on Mondays and Tuesdays. That is when I'll be looking to cash out. And of course, for the people in my trading Discord, right, I'll let you guys know when to sell and how much to sell for. And for the rest of my coins, right, I of course, right, will be looking to, go and invest in some of the cards, possibly, right, later on at content drop. So, if I see any kind of, panic selling, right, I will definitely be putting the rest of my coins, right, into some investments because, like I mentioned, the market will go up within the next 2. So yeah, that's all from me, man. If you guys enjoyed the video, right, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more content on the channel, do hit that sub button. All the links, right, to my trading Discord, how to link your accounts, right, all the know-hows, right, how-tos will be down below in the description. Thank you guys so much once again for the support. I really, really appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you guys soon. Alright? Take care, guys.